My father had one brother, an older brother, and that brother actually spent some time in the Utah State Penitentiary because he was accused of stealing pigs. He said he didn't do it, but all of the evidence pointed to him. He borrowed my dad's truck, and so they came up looking at my dad's tires. And the policeman was our neighbor who lived a couple of blocks away, and he said, have you had this truck all the time? And he said, no, I loaned it to my brother for a week. And the tire tracks were there. And you know, they matched them to my dad's truck, and there where the pigs were taken. I want to tell you one story about my Uncle George. He never started a fight that I know of, but he never backed down from a fight. And so some guy challenged him to a fight, and he said, let's go outside. And one of his friends said, watch him, George. He's going to try and hit you as you step out the door. So George was ready, and this guy swung at him, and George ducked. The guy smashed his hand into a brick wall, and that was the end of that fight. That's my father's brother, Uncle George. Yeah. I wrote an article, a comparison of my father's life and his brother. My Uncle George, his children were married altogether probably about 15 or 16 times, even though he only had 4 of them. Joyce, the one I know the best, was married 5 times, but the first 3 died while she was married to them. And so they called her the Black Widow. But in her later years, her 5th husband was not a member of the church, but she converted him, and they got active and serve even now in the Manti Temple. Well, not now that it's closed, but he was she said to her children from her other husbands, I'm going to marry Charlie. Why don't you marry my dad? And she said, they had their chance while they were alive. And I thought, what a perfect answer. They had their chance while they were alive. But Charlie's alive, and he asked me to marry him in the temple, and I will. So she's sealed to Charlie.